2018. It might be simply because it's the freshest in my memory, but I really do feel like 2018 was the best year of my life. I know that's a big statement to make and a cheesy way to start this video, but when I think back to the dark periods of my life, I just feel like I've gotten so far past those. When I view my life in 2018, I see a comfortable rhythm. Not the kind of rhythm that lulls you into a dangerously mundane life, but the kind of rhythm that just helps you function as a healthy human being and equips you to take on all of life's projects. And boy did 2018 have a lot of them. 2018 was a very, very busy year. I'm sure it'll get busier, but so far in my short 18 years of life, 2018 has definitely been the craziest. So let's travel back. I got to start out this year in the best way possible on a cruise vacation with my family. It was a surreal week that consisted of walking around islands, playing Uno, grabbing an ice cream cone, seeing shows every evening, then coming back around for another ice cream cone. Coming home felt like being torn out of the happiest place on earth, but it was a good way to reset before I took on the rest of the school year. It was back to homework, back to preparing for FBLA competitions, and back to blogging. In February, the FBLA season began with regionals, which involved waking up far too early on a cold Saturday morning and telling some judges what I knew about social media. I also got plantar fasciitis this month, which made it hard to do things that involved walking, so basically school and life. But I planned a fundraiser for Valentine's Day, volunteered a bunch, and played with some cats, so it was still a good month. In March, I participated in my very first protest and helped to organize a ribbon-making project for it. In my 4 years of high school, I've never felt quite such a bond with the rest of my school, and I'm so happy I participated. I also cut my hair, saw the Queen herself, Lorde, in concert, took a trip with my family for spring break, and painted a plant. If 2018 was the busiest year of my life, April had to be the busiest month. A volunteering event I'd been working on planning for about 9 months finally happened. I've never ever been so anxious and stressed as I was in the days leading up to this event, but the sense of accomplishment was also unlike anything I'd ever experienced before. That month I also competed at the state level for FBLA and got first place, which was so exciting. And then for some reason I thought April would just also be a good month to start my YouTube channel and start doing practice portrait photo shoots. So as you can see, it was all a bit much, but I did have a few good opportunities to relax before AP exams hit. At the start of May, I attended prom, which was just the best time with friends. Then it was time for AP tests, of which I took 5, so that was fun. I got through it with a lot of very steeply brewed black tea. Oh wait, no, that's decaffeinated. That's the stuff. I almost fell asleep during the micro exam, but right afterwards I went out with friends for bubble waffles, so it was all good. I spent the rest of the month trying to tie up the loose ends of the school year, organizing a fundraiser to say goodbye to the seniors that were leaving us, working on the last few projects for my internship, end of the year banquets, etc. Oh, also at the end of this month I made one of my favorite videos ever. I finished up finals, did my very last piece of homework, and yes, it was such a momentous occasion that I actually took a video of it, and then I started the summer right by putting together a summer bucket list. My hard drive also crashed at the start of this month, which was a learning experience to say the least. Back up your files, kids. I spent time with my friends and family, started doing some paid calligraphy, dyed my hair, and started doing my very first official senior portrait shoots. At the end of June, I took off on a long trip which began with a few days in Baltimore, competing at FBLA Nationals. I had so much fun with friends, delivered possibly the most high-stakes presentation of my life, and placed second. I definitely have a video of me accepting my award, but I didn't quite hear my name being called up for second place, so it was super awkward, and I'm definitely not putting that in this video. Then I traveled around with my family for a week before they drove me to Long Island University and just left me there on my own for a journalism camp. That was the longest time I'd been away from home, and while it wasn't the kind of summer camp experience they advertise in movies, it was a whole lot of fun. If I remember correctly, I traveled home by a metro train, 2 subways, 2 Amtrak trains, and a coach bus, which lasted almost a whole day of traveling. But I made it, and I like to think I proved myself at least somewhat capable of taking my travel gap year. August was a slow transition back to school life. lots of time with family and friends, but now there were meetings to attend, club fairs to prepare for, school supplies to buy, etc. I did work on preparing my biggest blog project yet, which was my 30-day productivity challenge and ebook. I also did something I couldn't have imagined a year ago, which was posting about that project on my personal Facebook account. I was terrified for people to see my blog, but the reaction was overwhelmingly positive and it pushed me to work even harder. In September, I celebrated my dear brother's 11th birthday with a long, rainy hike, which was a lot better than it sounds. I also adjusted to the school routine, just jumping back into the school newspaper, volunteering, making videos, etc. October started with something I had been anticipating since April, the BTS Love Yourself in Chicago. The rest of the month I did photo shoots and other stuff, but mainly I just wished that I could travel back in time and go back to the concert. In November, I pushed myself creatively to make more videos, even though my plate was already full of countless video projects. I wanted to find my passion for video again by making some videos that were purely just for fun. I guess I was just in a creative mood that month because I cut my hair again and then I dyed it pink. December was that weird stretch of time before Thanksgiving break and winter break where it's super busy but then not really busy at the same time. Lots of gift planning, holiday celebrations, and oh yeah, my birthday! The culmination of this year was turning 18, a legal adult. As I record this video, my birthday is actually 2 weeks away, so I don't know what will happen the day I turn 18. My reactions to birthdays can be kind of unpredictable. Like when I turned 10, I actually cried because I guess I was having like, not a midlife crisis, but a 10th of your life crisis. So really all I can do is talk about how I feel right now. And right now, I'm thinking about how crazy it is that my childhood is almost over. I'm super excited for what's ahead of me, but I simultaneously feel totally unprepared. My life has pretty much followed the same pattern up until now, of just school, summer, school, summer, school, summer. And all of that is just gonna fall away now, and I'll be out in the world on my own. I don't know exactly what that will be like, but I know that I will learn and grow a lot next year, just like I did in 2018. Now, was 2018 everything that I wanted it to be? No. And are there things that I would change about it? Of course. But so many good things happened in 2018, and it was just an amazing year overall. And 2019 can only get better. So for the very last time this year, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!